This is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading video. I hope you're very well. It's 10 to 8 and I'm here in the trading room with all the guys, with actually half the guys at the moment. It's only 10 to 8 and they haven't all come in yet. But anyway, but it could be an early trade here today. Some days it's not the case, some Fridays it's not the case and we go in a bit later, and other days you get the moves come fairly early. So it looks like it's going to be a dollar yen trade. We've got a nice down move here. Overall, I see the potential for a bit more downside overall. So a little bit, what I'm going to be doing is starting to edge my way in. So I better change this deal ticket to a dollar yen first of all. Okay, so we get only looking for a little blip really, and then I'm going to start edging my way in. Stop's going to be up at 90. It's a nice area to put a stop in. So here we go. Right, okay, I'm not going to be, I was saying to the guys, I'm not going to be too fussy here. I'm just going to want to get a unit in, then we can put the other units in if it comes up a bit higher. So let's get one unit in first of all. Okay, one unit short at 73 there. Stops, like I've said, are going to be 73.5, whatever it was. Stops are going to be up at 90. Targeting down, first target down at 55, and then we'll see what happens if it can do anything more beyond that. Have to be a little bit careful because it may not want to do too much, but anyway, we shall see. So the first entry is there now. So why we've shorted there, we've obviously had a bit of a down move. We've got downside momentum. We've got a number of different factors actually I'm looking at off screen. We've got what we call an extreme play down here, where the market gets short-term oversold, which allows for a little pop, which we're just looking at here, which it could pop more, but anyway, allows for a little pop, and then usually we see it then come back down again. So we are just now waiting to see if it's going to allow us to get another 2 or 3 units in. So if I can build the position, this is obviously I've split these entries down into smaller increments so that I can actually stagger my entries. So that's what we're doing here. So we already have it planned out that we know that in advance. Might do 3 or 4 entries with where the stop's going to be, and then you can then just split your entries over a price zone there. So just to see if we can get slightly better prices, and obviously if you get better prices, it means that I don't take as much of a loss if I lose as well, of course. So okay, we'll press pause for now, and we'll see if this can pull up a little bit more. So let's do this. Okay, right. So I'm going to put that next entry in, the second entry. There we go. At 74.9, the second entry is in, and then I'll put, we'll see if we can get the third entry in a little bit above that. So we'll see how that goes. So we've got the second entry in at least now, so that's good. And then I'm just going to get my stops sorted out, and then we'll come back see if we get any more entries. Okay, just back here, and this is the dollar yen, just a different view now. So we shorted this dollar yen. If I take this to a 5-minute chart, shorted this dollar yen back over here, if you remember, earlier on, and it's really not done too much. So in the last hour and a half or so, it's done nearly 2 hours. It's done about 10 pips. So we are sat here. We're shooting the breeze. We've just been doing Friday's confessions. And a bit later we've got our other stuff. We've got our blast from the past session that we do. So we're trading when we're in the trading room here, but we do these other discussions that we do, which are always really good for learning when we're here in the trading room. So at the moment, nothing too much going on. Just sitting back and playing a waiting game. Now, what I could do with this dollar yen is it's on this trend line at the moment. If I redraw it back on, we've been looking at this. So it's on this trend line at the moment, or pretty much. So it could bounce around a little bit, but then I'd like to see it break down a bit. It may not come down too much today, but what we could do is end up looking to add to the trade. Might still take some off if it was to get down to this low down here at 55, but then re-add in if I get the opportunity, because I do see some more potential on this dollar yen on the short side. But we shall have to see, and we'll come back to this later. Okay, just back, and we can see that we've got the dollar yen has come down to that target zone down there. So the 110.55, which was those lows. So I was down the gym when it happened. So banked out half. So let's bring it up. I remotely did it from the gym, logged in to my PC remotely, and took that half there. So let's just take the. I'm just taking a screenshot of these two positions. So this is where it was. It was those were our two entries there, and I got out at 110.54 as it turns out. And it's currently at 52 as I've just taken that screenshot. So we've banked half, so we're up 270 quid, something like that. Now, why have I not? Oh, okay, let's go back a little bit, revisit this. The trade initially, if we had have pulled back some more, we put those 2 units in. If we'd have pulled back a little bit more this morning when we took the trade initially, then we were with the guys in the trading room here, we were going to be adding some more, because what I do is I split my increments up to try and get those better entries sometimes, and sometimes the market just goes without you. So I'm okay with 2 units, it's all right. But if we'd have had the full, no, or certainly at 3 units anyway, if we'd have had 3 units, it would have been nicer. But anyway, it's okay. We've broken this trend line here. Now the interesting thing is I've banked half, but I'm going to hold on to that other unit, because I think in the slightly bigger picture, this dollar yen's got that potential to go that bit lower. It's got the potential to go a bit lower here on the daily charts. So I'm going to be holding on to that. It acts as a bit of a hedge against some of my other positions, swing positions that I have open. So I'm going to leave that one. But having said that, we have the potential to actually trade again here today. So we have the potential to trade again here. If we can retrace up a little bit, then we can then add another position in, or 2 positions in again. So this isn't necessarily over yet. It's only 11:25 in the morning. So I'm going to be sat here with the guys in the trading room, and we might still get another opportunity to add in again yet. Resume. Right, here we go. I've just been chatting with the guys here in the room. We're all having a good old chinwag about some old stories here today. Trading stories about this time when we made 2,000% in a single month with an automated trading strategy, but why also that automated trading strategy was doomed to failure. Basically, we were never, brokers didn't like it and wouldn't allow us to trade on their platforms with it. So anyway, we're just going through some stories there. So right, dollar yen, we are now down at a little bit lower, down at 45 here. I'm going to call this video a wrap. I'm going to hold on to this position, but we're going to wrap the video for the day. So let's just see where we are now on the trades from the entries here today. So we had those 2 entries this morning, and then we banked one at 55. Why at 55? Because it was that double bottom, do you remember there? And there was a pivot down there, I think, as well. And we're now, that was down at 138 quid, we're now up 186. So we're up to nearly just over 300 pounds currently. We'll see how that goes as we go forwards. I'm going to move that start trading that stop down a little bit as well on this hourly. I'll move it down to about 85 shortly, but we'll see how it goes. So that's a wrap for this week. I am back next week, but then we're going to start going through some weeks where I'm not around, because I've got some holiday time coming up. Oh, blimey. In September, there's probably about 3 Fridays I'm missing in late August, and then in September, and again in October. So it's going to be a bit bitty for a while. But what I might do is maybe do them on a Thursday or something like that instead. Anyway, I shall be back next Friday, so I'll see you then. Enjoy your weekends.